coming to lie down on the mat. So finding yourself, oh, where's my headphones on? Finding yourself on your back. Maybe the legs are bent, the feet are into the floor. Hip distance, or a little wider. When you're there, when you're ready, taking the arms alongside the body. The palms open up towards the ceiling. And closing the eyes. Take a moment here to arrive on your mat. Maybe allow the knees to fall in towards one another, taking any tension out of the hips, out of the lower belly. And take a nice breath, a normal breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, a little deeper in through the nose and then sighing it out to the mouth. Again, making that breath deeper as we breathe in. And then exhaling, sighing it out to the mouth. Continuing to increase the depth, maybe the length of the breath. And maybe seeing if we can make that exhalation nice and loud. So sighing it heavily out of the mouth, feeling the air releasing from the body, releasing over the lips. As you're exhaling, feel the body softening, melting, relaxing into the mat. Feel the muscles begin to let go. And know that right now you're exactly where you need to be, so give yourself permission to really let go. See what you really need from this practice. What you really need from this time on the mat. Just take a scan of the body. Maybe this is the first time you've got your mat out since Christmas. You're just checking in with any areas of tension. Any areas of tightness. Or maybe those pockets of openness. You allow the shoulders, the arms to fall into the mat. Throughout our practice today, allow yourself to be led by your intuition, the wisdom within the body. Do what only feels good for you. With kindness. Breathe with kindness. Also see if you can think with kindness. The arms are alongside the body, just placing one hand onto the belly, the other hand onto the heart. As we inhale, feel the hand on the belly, the hand on the chest rise. As we slowly exhale, feel both the chest and the belly fall. It doesn't matter if they go in time or in different to each other. Just feel the movement with the breath. So the inhale, rise. And the exhale, fall. The inhale rises like a feather. And the exhale just falls with gravity, sinks, softens, back body grounds into the earth. And take just 2 more breaths like this. Noticing how the body moves with the breath. How the mind calms with that focus. moving the hands off the belly, off of the heart. Maybe a little window wipe of the knees from side to side. Just very gently massaging the lower back. And allowing to come to the floor. Just feeling that gentle movement across the lower back, inside the iliac joints. Maybe into the glutes. When you're ready, finding stillness to slowly draw in the right knee towards the chest. Interlace the fingers, take the knee just underneath the kneecap. And slide the left leg away if that feels comfortable for your hips today. Allow the back of the left leg to find the floor, maybe gently flexing the left foot. As you draw the elbows in towards the ribcage and the shoulders down towards the floor. Maybe pressing the fingertips into that space behind the knuckles, those acupressure points. And with every exhale, just slowly guiding the knee a little closer towards the right shoulder, maybe towards the armpit. Just compressing those internal organs on the right hand side and increasing the heat, the blood flow to the right hip. See if we can extend through the spine, through the crown of the head, and drawing the chin towards the chest, just creating that soft double chin. And seeing if we can allow the weight of the arms and the power of the breath to draw the knee closer. We're not using too much muscle engagement today, maybe 60-70% body, and then that last 40 to 30% of breath, the weight of the body, gravity, and time. Allowing time to do all the hard work for us. That flexibility is within us, that mobility is within us. We need to give it time, practice. Just a little bit of space. Finding what works best for you here. So keeping that left glute, that left sit bone, pressing into the floor in contact with the mat, and take one more breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And you guide the right knee across the body into a gentle spinal twist. You may want to pop a cushion under the knee here as it's nice and early, maybe a block, or maybe it feels nice to allow the knee to find the floor and then reach the right arm away. If you have space, if not, you can practice at the elbow, creating that L shape. Eyes closed, see if you can get the right ear, the tip of the right ear to touch the floor. You get a stretch through the scalenes, that twist all the way through the body, from the crown of the head down to the tips of the toes. Breathing into the ribcage, into the back of the body, into the belly. And exhaling, keep everything relaxed, soften. You can really move with kindness this evening. And see if we can allow time and the breath to do the work for us. So if you started with a pillow or a cushion, maybe you feel like you can remove it. And know that we will come back to this posture at the end of class, so if you want to go deeper then, you can do. Another 3 breaths here. Just feeling that release through the spine. That stretch of the lower back. A lot of time in class, we go through this posture quite quickly or just as a counterbalance or to finish the sequences off. Just notice how the body feels after spending a little longer in our spinal twist. After the third breath, turn the head back to center. Drawing the right knee closer to the chest so you can slowly roll onto the back. Take a moment here to feel both of the sit bones, both of the lower back pressing into the mat. And then bend at the left leg so the sole of the foot finds the floor. We'll go for reverse pigeon, so we'll cross the right ankle over the left knee, creating that number 4. First, we'll see if we can press the right knee away from the body using those muscles in the hip. And then maybe you have the flexibility or the space to pick the left foot off, bringing the left knee towards the body and then posting that right hand through the hole. The left meets it on the other side. Like I said at the beginning of class, doing what feels good for you right now. It may not look exactly the same as what I'm doing. It may look completely different. Remember, this is your practice, your time, your investment for doing what feels good for you. Same as in compression pose, you can lengthen through the crown of the head. Finding that double chin by drawing the chin down towards the throat. Keeping the elbows, the arms close as we exhale, drawing the left knee a little closer to the body. Using those muscles in the hip to press the right knee a little further away. So when we talk about pigeon, when we come to do pigeon within our sequences, within our classes, I always give this one as an option because pigeon isn't always accessible for us. Maybe just that day, or maybe you've got slight tightness in the knee or the hip. So know that this is always an option when pigeon is offered. 2 more breaths. So you can exhale out of the mouth. Feeling that relief with the exhale. After the second exhale, we'll let go of the left leg if that's where you are. The sole of the foot finds the floor. The right knee crosses completely over the left leg, so the knees are stacked. Putting the arms back out into aeroplane wings or cactus. Floating the left foot up so both knees come into center. So before we go, if you do have any sensitivity in the lower back, then you can stack the knees. If not, you want to go deeper into the spinal twist. Slowly using the abdominals, allow both knees to fall to the left, as again we turn the head to the right. So 2 spinal twists to begin class. Relaxing the shoulders. Feeling quite open this evening, maybe eagle the legs, so wrapping that top leg all the way round the bottom line. Closing the eyes. Take 5 breaths. And seeing this evening, if you can exhale out the mouth. I know a lot of the time in class we do ujjayi, which is through the nose. I don't know about you, I've spent quite a lot of time over the past weeks holding my breath or wearing a mask. So it's just really nice just to allow that air to expel out of the mouth. That freedom to breathe. That freedom to exhale deeply. About 2 or 3 more breaths here. Whenever you're ready, there's no rush. If you're breathing a little bit slower than me, then you just take your time. If not, unevening the legs, pressing off of that right leg on top so you can guide yourself back to center. Uncrossing the right leg so the sole of the foot finds the floor. And again, we'll take that very small window wipe from side to side. So massaging the lower back, massaging the pelvis. Cradling those internal organs. It feels nice to allow the head to go in opposition or in the same way. And then whenever you are ready, if you're enjoying this movement, then spend a little more time here. If you're ready to move on, we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we'll begin to draw the left knee in towards the body. Interlace the fingers, taking the knee and underneath the kneecap. And then we'll slide the right leg away. Gently flexing the foot. When you're there, fingertips into the back of the knuckles, those little spaces behind the knuckles. The elbows draw into the rib cage as we draw the knee closer to the chest, maybe the left shoulder. We lengthen through the crown of the head, feeling the back of the neck, lengthening, expanding, little vertebrae in between, finding space. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. With the breath, maybe seeing the inhale as an opportunity to nourish the body, to give it what it needs. And the exhale, the opportunity to cleanse the body, rid us of what we don't need. Taking a few more moments here as we lengthen through the lower back. We compress the organs on the left hand side. Let's increase the blood flow to the hip. Maybe you take the left ankle a little roll if that feels good. A couple of people are doing that already, and then when you're ready to move, gently guide that left leg across the body down to the right hand side. Padding out if you need to, blocks or blankets, and then lengthen the left arm. So you can get the left hip of the knee to find the floor. Doing that stretch all the way from the space behind the ear, down the neck, wrapping itself around the body. Way through the lower back, down to the tips of the toes. Feel that stretch in the lower back. That stretch in the rib cage with the inhale. And relaxing the rib cage with the exhale. Maybe it helps here to embody the qualities of earth like we practiced this before Christmas. That stability, calmness, purity of those earth qualities. The support of the earth beneath you. Knowing that it's always there, always got our back, always keeping it safe. Taking 3 more breaths here, so see if we can let go a little further. After our third breath again, we'll guide the knee back to center. Drawing in the right leg to the sole of the foot finds the floor, the left ankle crosses over the right knee, flexing the foot. Here we go. Number 4 on the left side. Option to stay here, so pressing the left knee away, using those hip muscles. Or floating the right foot off as we draw the knee into the chest, the left hand through the hole. The right meets it, interlacing the fingers either on top of the hamstring or on top of the shin. Remember, we have all those options with our straps or tea towels if you want to use your Go-Go Gadget arms. Seeing if we can imprint the spine into the floor. That length from the nape of the neck down to the top of the spine and then all the way down to the tailbone. Taking some deep breaths here. We slowly open up into the glutes, into the lower back. We've done quite a bit of walking over the Christmas period. The stretch will certainly help just to loosen those muscles. We can possibly imprint the shoulder blades into the floor. We'll take that 3 more magic breaths here. We're doing that circle with the ankle again. In both directions. When you're ready, just let go of the knee or of the hamstring so the sole of the foot finds the floor. Crossing the left knee completely over the right so the knees are stacked, or if you need a wee and you're holding it in. Taking the arms out into those bird wings, maybe cactus, floating the feet off, remembering to check in with the back. If it's too much, you can stack the knees. If not, we'll take an inhale. And then exhaling, allowing the knees to fall to the right hand side. Finding that double wrap if that feels good for you. Maybe see if you can feel the stretch somewhere else rather than the glutes here. So you may feel it across the chest. Maybe feel the neck as the tip of the ear finds the floor, the left ear. feel it through the obliques, the muscle inside the body, across the front of the abdomen. Breathing a little bit deeper here. Use the breath to stretch the muscles to open the ribcage. Create space between the intercostal muscles. And a sense of grounding down, turning back to the earth, letting go. As 3 is the magic number, we'll take 3 more breaths. Beginning to get these needles in the left hand, out of the posture. After that third breath, you'll gently press off of the feet to guide yourself back to center. Uncrossing the knees, window wiping, maybe a little bit bigger this time from side to side. You can spend a few moments here, increasing that mobility in the lower back, in the middle back. Stimulating that central nervous system. Not going to do anything too vigorous this evening, don't worry. The beginning of class pretty much sets the tone for the rest of it. When those knees find the right side, roll all the way onto the right side of the body, pausing there for a moment, eyes remain closed if they can. And the big inhale through the nose. Open the lips, sigh it out. And with those eyes closed, see if you can gently press yourself into a comfortable seated position. You may wish to sit on a block or a pillow. Legs can be crossed or out in front of you or in a straddle. You're going to sit tall through the crown of the head, close the eyes. Imagine there's a string from the crown of the head up to the sky, to the ceiling. And allow the right ear to gently drop towards the left ear, the left shoulder, sorry. The right ear to drop towards the right shoulder. Pull through the center of the chest. We are just allowing the weight of the head to do the work for us. So I understand sometimes we place the hand on the head or we lengthen the arm away. Right now, seeing what it feels like to allow the body to go to where it wants to go, without force, without pressure, without expectation. Allow it to be. See if you can breathe into that space on the side of the neck. Maybe it feels good for you to find a number to count to on the inhale. The same number to count to on the exhale. So I like to use 5, you may use 4 or maybe 6. Check with the body that you've not drawn the shoulders up to the ears. Shoulder blades are drawing down to the earth, the chest is lifted up to the sky. And we're simply just nodding the head to the side. One more breath here, inhale. Exhale. And slowly draw a line with the chin from the right collarbone all the way to the center of the chest, the sternum. Allow the head to remain heavy. And imagining that the spine is, back in the day, one of those McDonald's balloons with the white sticks. The balloon on the top hasn't got any helium, so it just sags forward. Maybe it's quite a sorry balloon, it's had a few days, so allow the head to be really heavy. And feel the stretch to the extensors on the back of the neck. Take 2 more breaths here, see if we can inhale into the belly, the ribs, the back of the body. And as we exhale, just allow it to relax. Draw back together. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Continuing to draw that line across the collarbone. The left ear now finds the left shoulder. Or just the opposite one to what you've just done. Eyes remain closed. Hands can be heavy wherever they are. Now feel that stretch through the shoulder, the deltoid, up the side of the neck, maybe the side of the skull through fascia, connective tissue. The sitting bones, the ground down, they root down into the earth. Another 2 breaths, inhaling. 360 breath, exhaling. 'Again, we draw that line across the collarbone down to the center of the sternum. But this time, place the hands behind you. The fingertips can either be towards the bottom or behind. The eyes can stay closed or they can open. But as we inhale, we're going to lift the chest, begin to shine the face up towards the ceiling. Maybe the eyes open as you find the ceiling, the sky. And maybe the head falls all the way back, opening the throat. Chest, that space from shoulder to shoulder. We'll take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the head back to center on top of the heart. The hands come behind us again, but we're going to uncross the legs so the soles of the feet find the floor. So this is the trickiest part here. We're just going to allow the left knee, I'm not going to mirror because I'll get confused. The left knee is going to fall to the side as the right knee falls in. So in this mermaid shape, this Z shape, and then stacking the heart on top of the hips so we come forward. Good. So just to explain for anybody who hasn't got it, the left leg is bent as if we're sat cross-legged, the sole of the foot is into the top of the thigh, and then the right leg is internally rotated the knee towards the bottom. You take the left hand onto the floor next to you, reach the right arm up and over, looking towards the ceiling. Maybe you take that hand a little further away, or you come down onto the elbow. See if you can lift the chest. Maybe close the eyes. And finding that stretch from the hip bone all the way up to the fingertips. Just take one inhale here, see how this feels. Exhale. Inhale, begin to stack the arm, bringing the heart above the hips, the hand comes closer. And then this time we'll inhale, reach up towards the ceiling, the left hand a little bit closer towards the body. Both sit bones press down into the floor, and we're going to take a little lateral bend, so we just bend to the side, creating that C curve to the side of the body. Good. Notice the difference from each stretch. So the first one you're there, you're finding a nice little lean. This one we're keeping the height, and we're just flexing through the side of the spine. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, we'll cartwheel the right hand towards the right shin. Maybe you take hold of the shin, and the left arm reaches up and over. So just finding that space in the side body. We'll take 3 breaths here. Maybe close the eyes. Allow the head to drop. Inhaling and exhaling. Opening to the side of the body. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Circle the arm forward. Hands come behind you as we swap the legs over. So what we do is we come through, center on the soles of the feet. And then we allow the knees to fall to the side. So don't worry if you're off center or you're not facing the camera. We're just doing the same thing on the other side. So the right sole of the foot to the top of the left thigh. The right hand onto the floor next to you. The left arm reaches up and over. Inhaling. And then maybe walking that right hand further. The elbow comes to the floor. Exhaling. Lifting the heart. Releasing the head. Feeling that gentle opening to the left side. here. You're not sinking into the right shoulder. There is still that slight bit of muscular tension, so you're pressing the floor away, creating space. Inhale. Exhale, gather the core muscles to come back to center, pressing the floor away, drawing the right hand closer. The other hand finds the floor. Inhale, touch the ceiling. Exhale, bend into the right side, so both sit bones are still on the floor. You won't get as much movement here, but hopefully you feel it a little deeper into the side of the body. Deep breaths, close the eyes, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, cartwheel it down either onto the floor, taking hold of the shin as that right arm creates the rainbow up towards the ceiling. Lifting the heart, the chest. Feeling stretch through the other side of the body. Those 2 breaths. Just to feel into the side of the body, the belly, the rib cage. Cartwheel the right hand forward, coming onto the hands and knees, whichever way you find comfortable. Knees coming under the hips, the hands underneath the shoulders or just somewhere close by. Spreading through the fingers, untucking the toes, and we're just going to wiggle the hips from side to side. Close the eyes. Allow the head to be heavy, maybe more in line with the spine. Don't worry what I'm doing, what anybody else is doing on the screen. Just knowing that you're just doing what feels good for you. Moving with kindness, maybe side to side feels a little bit too robotic. Maybe you want to go around in little circles. Seeing what it's like to transfer the weight maybe from one hand to the other. From knee to knee, hand to hand, forwards and backwards. Having that slight softness in the elbow. Initiating the movement from the tailbone, and the rest of the body follows. Or possibly starting with the crown of the head, and the rest of the body snakes behind. A few moments here, just breathe with the movement, to maybe sway, to maybe just rock. See if you can really connect to the earth, connect to the breath of the body. And when it feels right and ready for you, inhale into cow, so you lift the tailbone, you lower the belly, press the floor away with the heart, the face, and then exhaling into cat, so we tuck the tailbone, gently squeeze the bottom, facing the abdomen, pelvic floor, belly button to spine, press the floor away to the chest. Returning back to cow, so just go at your own pace. See if you can feel the movement, the breath of movement. And then it doesn't just have to be forwards and backwards or up and down, you can do it from side to side. You can add a little roll of the chest. Just taking a few moments to really ripple through the spine. Again, seeing what it's like to initiate the movement with the tailbone first, and then maybe with the head first. Do 2 more cat-cows at your own time. Then not worrying about what anybody else is doing, keeping his eyes closed, so you can really go within. When you're done, there's no back. Finding tabletop. Tapping under the toes, bringing the bottom to the heels and stretch the arches of the feet. The big toe, that full socket joint. Option to stay here or to maybe bring the hands onto the thighs, stacking the heart on top of the hips. I know that can be a little uncomfortable for some people. And then checking with what I said at the beginning of class, doing what is good for you right now. Option to stay here or to place the hands behind you into the floor. So lifting the bottom off of the heels, lifting the heart, releasing the head back, opening the throat into that Wherever you are, we'll take 2 breaths. So know that this is just an option. If it's not for you today, then that is okay. You can come back to that child's pose with the toes tucked. At the end of the exhale, nod the chin towards the heart. Bring the hands slowly back onto the knees, onto the floor. Bring the hands under the shoulders, taking a nice deep inhale here to prepare. Exhale, draw the belly back to the spine, float the knees off the floor, send the bottom high down with facing dog. So first time you've been here, have a wiggle, have a pedal. Knee heels down one by one, pressing the thumb, the index finger into the floor. See if you can create that space between the shoulders and the ears, so allowing the head to be heavy. Take a few moments here. It's up to you if you wish to be still or you continue to move. Maybe shaking the head yes or no. See if you can find that sense of grounding down through the hands to the feet. And lifting up through the pelvis. Through the spine, so finding that length. Feeling that channel that connects the earth to the air. Just embodying all that space in between. One more breath, whatever you're doing, whatever feels good. And when you're ready, we'll release the knees back down to the earth, untuck the toes. And then just lifting the right knee, we'll step it next to the right hand, to the right foot, to the right hand. It's lizard pose. Taking a moment here to maybe create circles with the hips. So you wiggle from side to side. Knowing that the hands don't have to stay still, it might feel nice to pat the hands around the mat. Inhaling still through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. You may want to go from half split back into the lizard. It is up to you. This class is all about just doing what feels good. And you may not feel good at all, you might have a completely different posture, that is okay. Spend a few more moments here, maybe creating a figure of 8 to figure. Maybe circles or side to side, up and down. Well done. Good. When you feel ready, there's no rush. Both hands come in line with that right foot either. So somewhere where it feels comfortable. You may slightly turn the right foot out so the heel is into the floor. We lift the ball of the foot. We turn it out just ever so slightly. We're going to reach the right arm up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. So if that is too much for you this evening, you can just place the right hand on the thigh. If not, you can reach the arm up. Again, you have this option to stay still, or maybe it feels nice to reach the arm behind you. Making nice big air guitars with the right arm, so big circles going forward. And then circles going the other way. Wonderful. Again, just doing what feels good for you. Maybe with that kindness, that calmness. As you're ready, that arm finds stillness for one last breath. And place the hand back down onto the earth. Take the right knee back to the left, bottom finds the heels. Releasing to child's pose. So those hands can be forward or behind. We'll take 3 releasing breaths. So inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Again, inhaling. Exhaling like a moody teenager. Last time, big inhale. Big exhale. Placing those arms out in front of you if they're not there already. Inhaling back to tabletop. Take your time, make you ripple out and coiling like a spring. You'll step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Moment here to create space, so there's nice big circles with the hips. We catch the hands forwards and backwards. I like to think of Catwoman or Spider-Man when you're doing this. Just doing whatever feels good for you. Wiggle from side to side. It's too much for the hands, maybe you can create those fists. Just close the eyes whilst you're here. Really important that we just tune in with our own bodies. So easy to get distracted when we're on Zoom and other things that are going on in the room or other things on the screen. And when you're ready, finding that stillness. Remember, there's no rush. Both hands find the floor, turning the left foot out ever so slightly, and then the left arm reaches up towards the ceiling, or it stays on the hip or the thigh. That option to stay here, that nicely opens wrist, or you can take big circles with the arm. Experiment, see what it's like to maybe bend the elbow, maybe get deeper into the shoulder, into the chest, or maybe what it's like to lengthen the arm in the direction wherever you're ready. Good. Down in that stretch through the front of the body. And finding stillness one last time. Inhale. Exhale. Placing the left hand down to the earth. Taking the left knee back again, child's pose, just to reset. But this time we're going to keep the arms lengthened down in front of us. Forehead into the floor, and then begin to walk the hands over to the left hand side, that side stretch. Hip bones reaching towards the heels, forehead falling in towards the floor. Feel that opening again from the baby finger all the way down to the lower back. And deep inhale into the side of the body. Stretching through the intercostal muscles and the exhale, sigh out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big inhale into the right side of the body. Big exhale. Slowly walk the hands over to the side, creating that big rainbow. The arms reach off to the right, lead into the left. Those sit bones towards the heels. See if you can really let go of the head, the forehead finding the floor. And the elbows are lifted, so we have that little bit of tension through the side of the body. Helps for me anyway that my hands are super glued into the floor. My knees are super glued to the floor, and I'm trying to get away from both of them. That big opening to the left side of the body. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. In your own time, walking the hands palm by palm into the center of the mat. Inhale, tabletop, maybe uncoiling, rippling, snaking through the spine, tuck toes, lift knees, downward facing dog. One breath here, inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Soften the knees, begin to walk the feet up towards the hands, so really bend the legs as much as you need to. And when we get there, feet hip distance or comfortably far apart. Softening the knees some more so we can allow the head to be heavy. Maybe the hands are on the mat, maybe back to the hands are on the mat. Or if you wish, you can take hold of opposite elbow in opposite hand, creating ragdoll. Again, giving ourselves permission here to really let go. Feel each and every vertebrae stretching away from one another, allowing them to decompress, lengthen, also lengthening down the backs of the legs. Three breaths here. If you have hold the elbows, this is what it's like to have the backs of the hands on the floor, weight into the balls of the feet. If you're feeling really flexible this evening, maybe lengthening one leg, Bending that leg and then lengthening the other leg. So keep pedaling. Take one more breath, inhaling. Exhale. Hopefully at the top of the mat, you can begin to bend the knees. Maybe moving the hands onto the floor next to you so you can guide the bottom onto the floor. Open the legs nice and wide. The straddle, you may wish to sit on a pillow or a cushion. Flexing the feet, sitting tall through the crown of the head. I'm going to give you permission now to allow the spine to curve. So just folding forward, maybe reaching your hands forward, the head dropping. A lot of the time you try and stay lifted through the crown of the head, the spine straight. But I'll just give you permission now to do what feels good. So that might mean spine curving, stretching into all those stiff, tight parts in the back of the body. Closing the eyes. See if you can just return back to those qualities of stability, security, safety, forcing, not pressing, allowing the breath, time, and that magical force of gravity to do all the work for you. If the knees aren't rolling in, maybe the quadriceps are slightly switched on. Yeah, see if you can breathe into the resistance. So this isn't a stretch that we come through regularly on a day-to-day basis. See if you can welcome discomfort. Maybe noticing the difference between discomfort and pain. If there is pain, then ease off, maybe soften the knees, sit on a cushion. If it's discomfort, tightness, see if you can be okay with feeling uncomfortable. See if you can be okay with feeling uncomfortable. 3 more breaths here, really allowing the head to be heavy, shoulders to be relaxed. And the breath to be slow. After your third and final breath, eyes remaining closed, begin to walk yourself back up and stack the head on top of the heart. Hard on top of the pelvis, gather the knees together, soles of the feet by the floor. Bring the knees as close to you as you can, they may need to be wide. But seeing if we can wrap the arms around the legs, so you can hold an opposite elbow, an opposite hand, or your forehead finding the knees or going in that direction. Take 3 deep breaths into the back of the body, inhaling into the shoulders, into the ribs, into the lower back. And exhaling, allowing them to slowly move back towards each other. Inhaling into the shoulders, the ribs, the lower back, feel them spread. And exhale, feel them relax as they move towards each other. Last time, big inhale. Spreading through those shoulders like bird wings, and then exhale. The eyes remaining closed, release the elbows. Place the hands down and begin to guide yourself slowly back onto your back. Bring the knees into the chest. Place the hands or palms on the kneecaps and then just create nice big circles with the knees. Again, massaging that lower back. Giving yourself a free little massage. And in the other direction. As you lengthen those arms back into into our bird wings or our cactus. Inhaling here. Exhaling, slowly guide both knees down to the left as we turn the head to the right, the tip of the ears finding the floor, eyes closed. That spinal twist I promised at the beginning of class. You are free to take any alterations, any modifications, or maybe you wish to go deeper. Seeing for 3 breaths. You can really let go. Right now, you're exactly where you need to be. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. And your breath. And the right knee, then the left back into center, taking an inhale here as you bring the lower back into the mat. Then exhale, allow both knees to go over to the right. You turn the head to the left. The shoulders pressing into the floor. And that's 3 breaths here. Notice any tension in the top leg. Notice weight of cushion between the knees. Letting that breath do all the work for us. Third breath. The left knee comes to center, then the right. Give them one last little hug. Maybe a happy baby. And I'll just give you 2 minutes now to do whatever it is you need to do. That maybe you want to go for another yoga pose, or you just want to pop your socks on, a jumper on, and turn the lights down. You've got 2 minutes to do whatever you need to do to ensure you leave the mat satisfied today. Have that blanket nearby, maybe pulling it over you. We will be coming into Shavasana. Are doing any yoga postures and you're doing on one side, maybe doing back on the other side now. And if you're not there already, just coming into your Shavasana. That may be on your back, with the legs long, as wide as the mat, heels in, toes out. That may be the legs bent, the knees bring in towards each other, supporting each other. And possibly you're lying on your side. Having the hands wherever feels comfortable, closing down the eyes. Maybe closing the lips now. See if you can melt, surrender, and give in to gravity. Finding comfort, which is the earth beneath you. And taking this moment to really bask in the kindness you have shown your body and your mind. Relaxing the toes, relaxing the arches of the feet and the ankles, relaxing the front of the ankles, the shins, and the calves. Allowing that wave of relaxation to slowly wash over the knees, up the thighs, relaxing the hamstrings, Relaxing the glutes, feeling the legs heavy into the earth. Noticing the openness from hip bone to hip bone. Space. Ability to create space. Relax the belly, the abdominals. Allow it to move freely with the breath. Rising on the inhale, falling on the exhale. Relax those muscles either side of the spine. Relax the fingertips, the palms of the hands, the thumb. Relax the wrists and the forearms. Feel that wave of relaxation as it washes up over the biceps, the triceps, and the shoulders. The arms now feeling heavy into the earth. That space from shoulder to shoulder. Relax the chest. Relax the throat. Feel the warm wave as it tickles the jaw. Release the jaw. Leave the teeth apart, the lips open. And the cheeks feel heavy towards the ears. Relax the tongue. Allow it to come away from the top of the mouth. And relax the eyes behind the eyelids and those eyelids themselves. Maybe notice colour, shapes, or darkness. Relax the brow space, the third eye, the forehead, and the crown of the head. Feel that free passage of energy all the way from the crown of the head down the spine, through the arms and the legs. Whole body calm, mind calm, soul calm. Allow yourself to be held by the kindness, by the calmness. You take 5 more breaths. I'm just going to leave you with one little reminder. The mission may be that January can be gentle. Now more than ever, we can allow ourselves to be kind and prioritize self-care. We can celebrate our bodies and our minds through movement, rest, and awareness. So if you have written any intentions for the year or for the month, maybe adding kindness and self-care to that list. Take a nice big inhale through the nose whenever you're ready. And gently sigh it out of the mouth. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe it feels nice to take a big stretch, reaching the arms over the head, maybe a yawn, And then whenever you're ready, rolling onto the side of the body, whichever one is healing you. Pausing there for that moment. Not in no rush. The security of this posture, the security of earth. And with the eyes closed, coming back to that comfortable seated position, so just pressing yourself up off the floor. And when you get there, we're just going to place one hand on the heart, the other on top. So there's no rush. Spending a few moments here, the shoulders heavy, the spine long. And arriving at our mantra for this month. I am kind, I am open, and I am free. Allow those words to flow through the body. Let them reach the corners of the heart. And let them burst from your soul. You are kind. You are open. And you are always free. And that big inhale once more through the nose. Sighing it out of the mouth. The palms together, rubbing them to create a little bit of heat. And you've got that slight fire in the hands, opening the hands a few inches in front of the eyes. The eyes slowly open and adjust to whatever light you have in the room. In the hands to prayer. Namaste.